storm mode. 6 tornado reports, video and pictures of funnel clouds. News 4 has crews all over the place. Sky Zoom 4 finding damage. A whole different point of view now that the storms are over. This is video from Club Fitness. Bricks scattered in each direction behind police tape. But there's more to show you in St. Charles County. This time, tarps out on roofs and people trying their best to patch things up before another rain comes. We also have a slew of pictures of the storms, pictures from viewers sending them in through email and Facebook.
All of a sudden, it started coming back down, and we watched it touch down a couple different times.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Chris Stanford. News 4 is in team coverage this Saturday night. Lots of damage to tend to. Our crews are seeing firsthand what kind of day people have had on both sides of the river, from St. Peter's, Harvester, on over to Illinois. We have things covered for you. In St. Peter's, businesses and homes sustained a significant amount of damage. The storms took down trees and in one case ripping brick siding off a local gym. Julian Johnson is there, and Julian, we hear people were inside when the storm hit.
Chris, they were. About 15 to 20 people plus employees were inside the gym when the storm struck. You can still see the debris out here littering the parking lot. Cinder blocks and tree branches still all out here. And tonight, we've talked with the local National Weather Service, who say preliminary results show that an EF0 tornado hit this area.
My reaction was, we just got hit by a tornado. I mean, instantaneously, you know.
And weather experts confirm that fear, telling News 4 a tornado did touch down in St. Peter's with winds around 75 to 80 miles per hour. Residents who live near this Club Fitness off North St. Peter's Parkway say they could see the storm coming and took cover.
It's very scary. The tornado sirens went off. It just started pouring down rain, a little bit windy and everything, and all of a sudden, then it stopped.
The view from Sky Zoom 4 shows how the storm ripped cinder blocks off the side of the gym, tossing them over the street. Gym officials say they still have to evaluate the damage, but tell us things look good.
So the roof isn't bad at all?
We can't tell that until we get structural up there, but it's to be determined on Monday. It's disheartening that our members are going to be inconvenienced on Monday and Tuesday, but, you know, the good thing is I'd rather have a business hurt than a home.
And the tornado damage didn't end there. In neighboring areas along Dingledine Road, we found branches and fencing down. In one case, a tree fell, clipping one family's roof on its way to the ground.
So cleanup efforts will not only continue just here, but also in the neighboring areas, the neighboring neighborhoods. Gym officials hope to have things back open by Wednesday. Tonight we're live in St. Peter's. Julian Johnson, News 4.
More Sky Zoom 4 video to show you, all of it coming from St. Charles County. 2 homes at Queensbrook Boulevard and Autumn Tree Drive are damaged. You can see trees are down and a fence is knocked over. A large hole can be seen in one of the roofs, too. In some cases, we're also finding insurance adjusters already on the scene to check out just how much damage there actually is tonight. Just the start of a very long weekend for many, I'm sure. News 4's Laura Hedegard, not far from that damage. She's live in St. Peter's near an apartment complex just off of Old 94 in Surrey. Laura, you've been all around that area today.
I sure have, Chris. And really, what behind me is the extent of the damage. Of course, a lot of tree limbs are now down. Those strong winds really damaged a lot of people's homes. But for everyone we spoke to, they say there were no injuries. Better yet, there were no deaths in these storms. But there was one lady in particular that we met who said her day went from bad to worse when those storms hit.
Well, I was at a funeral and my phone went off during the funeral. So I took it, went out in the hall, and my daughter said the tornado hit my house.
Marlene Mears says her long day will turn into an even longer night as her family works to secure her roof.
I don't like it, but this is what I got.
From the down limbs at Mears' home on McClay to an uprooted tree a couple blocks away on Woodbriar and Shirewood to fences ripped apart on Autumn View.
A tornado came up the street and then apparently down and back into the court and spun and then came back around and up.
With that path, the reported tornado brought an afternoon of cleaning up, helping out, and also being thankful.
I'm just blessed that I'm here and my family's okay, my friends, my neighbors, everybody's good. So that's all that matters. The stuff is all material and it can all be replaced.
And if anyone knows that, it's those who live right around Cindy lives say.
Because we were hit last year at the same time. We've been through this. So it's just been kind of rough.
So while those living in and around this area of St. Peter's are down, they know from the May 31st storms last year that they are not out. In St. Peter's, Laura Hediger, News 4.
And Kristen, the storms didn't look all that impressive on radar today, but boy, did they pack a punch.
I tell you what, these were very small cells, very little in the way of any lightning with them, just low-top storms, and then numerous tornado reports coming out of them. Take a look at the screen here. All of those red dots you see, those that is where we had tornado reports. 6 of those, likely from at least a handful of tornadoes across the area. Here's the first one in southern Gasconade County. This was Owensville, or I should say 1 mile northeast of Owensville. Came in around 2:35 this afternoon. Tornado reports number 2 and 3 in Harvester and St. Peter's around 3:55. And then we go a little further east. Now, this quite possibly could be the same tornado. That's for the National Weather Service to decide. But we had a report 2 miles west-northwest of Bridgeton of a tornado at 4:16. And then a couple minutes later at 4:19 in Hazelwood, another report. Lastly, as we head down south, this is in Monroe County on the Illinois side, 4 miles east of Maysville. A tornado reported at 5:22. So, across the area right now, good news to report. The severe weather threat has shifted to the east. We are done. You can rest easily tonight. No active weather expected. Mostly cloudy skies will drop to 64 degrees by morning. Wind shifting over to the northwest now that that front's moving through. We do have more storms in the extended forecast, and we'll get you through all the details on that coming up a little bit later in the newscast. Chris?
Kristen, our News 4 crews weren't just on the Missouri side today. More storm activity across the river.
Denise, that thing started in our field.
This video coming into our newsroom from Redbud, Illinois. News 4's Ray Preston has more incredible video to show you next. We've been getting some eye-opening pictures from viewers emailing us and posting on our KMOV Facebook page. Redbud, Illinois is where most of these pictures are coming from that you see here in the video. And several of you told us you saw funnel clouds forming. Ray Preston reports from Redbud, where he's been getting eyewitness accounts.
While we don't have any reports of any significant damage around Redbud, the people we talked with around here say they do believe that a funnel cloud did indeed touch the ground. Now, this is some video from Chris Seibold. He lives on a farm northwest of Redbud. He says he watched the funnel cloud as it touched down.
We'd see rain wrap up from the ground heading up toward the sky, and then it only lasted a few seconds and it went away, and then we'd see the clouds still moving across our field, and all of a sudden it started coming back down, and we watched it touch down a couple different times.
Several News 4 viewers sent photos in as well. A second video was shot north of Redbud looking south toward the town. We're told this was at about 5:45. Now, we also talked with Bailey Thompson. She works at the Office Bar and Grill. Here's what she had to say about the storm as it came through.
We were standing out back, and everybody was standing out back, and we were just kind of like watching the sky and stuff. There was just a bunch of like gray clouds and stuff, and then there was a couple cyclones that like it looked like they were starting to form, and then they would get sucked back up in. There was 2.
Now, Seibold did say that some patio furniture went through the front windshield of his truck, but again, no significant damage reports that we've heard of. Reporting from Redbud, Illinois, Ray Preston, News 4.
Plenty of pictures of today's storms and the damage from our viewers. The images giving us a great perspective of all the action. We'll show you the best of what was posted on our Facebook page next on News 4. Our viewers play such an important role in our storm mode coverage, and that is evident today. Soon after the funnel clouds formed and damage reports started coming in, viewers were uploading videos and pictures to our Facebook page. From Hazelwood to Redbud, here's the best of what was posted. Wow. Wow is right. Jason Barrow captured this video of clear rotation in the sky at the Mills in Hazelwood. Jason Tinnan posted this video from inside of his car of a funnel cloud dropping. Then we saw the damage. Amanda shared this picture of a tree that crushed a canopy in an apartment complex in St. Peter's. And this picture from a car wash. Part of the awning blown off the building.
It's going to come back down and hit again.
Oh my God.
As the storms pushed east, our Illinois viewers posted pictures and video of a twister in Redbud. Bradley sent us this, showing a tornado bouncing up and down from the clouds. Carrie shared another picture from redbud. Here, a clearer view of a twister. And when the storms ended in the News 4 viewing area, we got a lot of these. Holly sent us a picture of a rainbow from Arnold. And we'd like to thank each and every one of our viewers who posted to our Facebook page and posted to our Twitter account. Certainly do appreciate some great images that came in. Really gives us a great perspective of what's going on out there.
Yeah.
Such a big help.
Thank you so much for that. And getting that ground truth, to know that we actually, look, here's the tornado right here. We know we had a tornado on the ground, so that's really helpful.
Never hurts to have one more source of what's going on out there.
Never does. The good news is, breathe easy tonight. The tornado threat has shifted east now. Take a look. The tornado watch, this has literally just changed in the last minute. Literally in the last minute, because on the far right side of your screen, we still had some counties in the far eastern portion of our viewing area in that. Clay County, you were still in that tornado watch, like I said, literally until about a minute ago. So it would seem the Weather Service has even pulled you out now. So the tornado watch is completely gone now for the entire News 4 viewing area. Good news.